Okay, we're coming to you today from Alan's Woodshed in downtown Clovis. We're going to be going inside in just a minute, get a little tour of the facility here, and check out all these exotic woods and tools for woodworking and maybe some surprises, who knows. There's the proprietor and his son right now. That's Alan Dogie and his son Jason. Oh, got a hot one on the lot there. Remember, the customer's always right. Okay, now, if you guys will get serious, we're going to meet the proprietor, Al Dogie, and his son Jason.
Yeah, we're just closing up shop for the day. Had a real busy day. Just had one other person that called in here and asked if we'd stay open, and what I'm here for, providing service to our customers here at the Woodshed. Why don't you come on in and we'll show you where the office is and where the books and whatnot.
Great, I can hardly wait. This must be the front door here.
Now we're coming through
Whoa!
here. Come in here, and this is to the office part. Right directly behind me here, you'll see all our books. Behind me here is maybe about 100 different types of woodworking books, from carving to building your own chest of drawers and just about anything that the average woodworker could have. Panning over onto the far wall there, you see all various types of hand tools. Most of these are all real high quality, good tools. Don't require too much sharpening, and all done by hand. And down in the seat there, you see Jason just sitting there with a big grin on his face. Oh, that's a pretty big grin. What do you say, Jason?
Hi, Grandma.
How do you feel today?
Pretty good.
Oh, good.
It's hot here.
I'm glad you're not tired.
No.
And then over behind you is our cash register and our display cases. This is where you're,
This is where the money comes rolling in.
rolling in.
Rolling in.
Sometimes mice come rolling in there.
Cash register is hot to the touch today.
And back up on this wall here, we have videotapes that are for rental. These are for people that want to see some videotapes of how to do drawer construction or wood carving or wood turning, just about anything that you could want. And these here are just some posters that show an exotic tool chest that's probably about 80 or 90 years old, and then this is a variety of exotic woods over here. And of course, back in this far corner here is this is my office, otherwise known as the receptionist, manager, cashier, information, and janitor.
And credit.
And whatever. It's not a very big office, but it does meet my needs.
A one-holer.
A one-holer.
Ah, it looks like a great office to me.
I'm coming back out of the office here. We'll be coming outside. Off to the left side here we have all the carving woods. These are where our wood carvers come in and buy blocks for carving birds and animals and doing all kinds of exotic carvings.
Hey, you know what, you guys? It's it's all real interesting, but I think I want to get a little bit closer to the action myself. But just wait a second. This is going to take some concentration because I'm invisible right now. You can't see me, but hang on a second. Say a magic word, Jason.
Hey, good to see you.
What
here.
happened?
Hey,
Hey,
where did you come from?
Great. I've been wanting to get down here to this woodshed for a long time.
You just blew in from LA, huh?
As a matter of fact, we did. We went to Disneyland. Had a whale of a time. That's a Marine World joke. Anyway, let's continue on.
Well, behind us here you see some of the trimmings and moldings that we use on the top of shelves.
Yeah, they look pretty moldy, don't they?
Well, as Ron pointed out, these are kind of moldy, so.
That's why they call them moldy.
Moving past the moldy molds, over here we have our small toys and small accessories that go with our with projects, you know, buttons and dowels and wheels, all kinds of accessories that go with making certain items. Moving downward here, we end up with, these are some of our exotic woods, and there's some carving woods that are in bigger blocks. So it depends on how big a project you're doing. But we have some of the more common carving woods like basswood and butternut and sugar pine and some of those that people like to do a lot of carvings on. Coming back around this way here, this is part of my wood shop area. This is where I have, my bandsaw and my drill press and refrigerator, restroom. This big block, this stack of wood that you see in front here this is all California walnut. This is all used in carving blocks and bowl turnings.
Interesting.
Pardon?
Fascinating, fascinating.
Then coming back around here, we get into some of the
With
more...
all that walnut, you must have a lot of trouble with squirrels, huh?
Back around here are some of the more exotic woods that range anywhere from about $6 to about $30 a board foot.
Wow.
You end up with some woods, like teak, bird's eye maple,
Windy.
You know what
the dark wood here is Wengay wood.
Jason, you know what a board foot is, don't you?
Yep.
It's just one that's not interested.
Then you get into zebra wood, purple heart, bobinga, lignum vitae, satinwood, and coe. These are some of the more exotic ones that are not indigenous around the United States. These come from like South America and more distant countries. We swing around here, and then we're into looking at the eastern black walnut. And then, of course, this is our Tennessee aromatic cedar. That stuff is really pungent and smelling.
Yeah, I can smell it over here.
And you get into some white oak. And then on the far side over here, you get into the red oak, which is usually characteristic back in the eastern part of the United States. To the small rack, this is where I end up clearing out a lot of my small pieces and put it on for people that want to just make small jewelry chests. Knife handles, anything where you just want some small pieces and you don't want big pieces. Now we go swinging around to this side here. We have a lot of our 1/2-inch stock. Here again, this is stuff used in small jewelry chests, stuff where you don't need real thick stock. And so I've planed down a bunch of wood to 1/2 inch for drawers, drawer sides, jewelry boxes, and stuff that you need thinner pieces on. Coming back around down this way, We have some Philippine mahogany. This is used a lot in boats, ribbings and stuff like that, because it holds up real well with water and it's lightweight. Then we come down to the eastern hard rock maple. This is used a lot in cutting boards and stuff because it is so hard, and it has very little pores. So you don't get a lot of food or something in it. Come down a little bit further and you got a close relative of the maple, and this is birch. This is also another good hardwood that is fairly tight grained and not too much pore. Then you get into the Italian poplar. The Italian poplar down here is used a lot in drawer size because it's fairly inexpensive and easy to work with. So also poplar is used a lot in carvings, so they do make carved signs out of it. And you have some clear pine, in case anybody wants to pay the exorbitant prices for clear pine. Otherwise, on the opposite side here, we have knotty pine, which is used a lot in, kind of rustic country furniture and that type of stuff. I sell a lot of the sugar pine here to toll painters, ones that do small cutouts, stuff like that. I usually stay with the sugar pine rather than the ponderosa pine, which has a lot of pitch and sap in it, whereas the sugar pine is fairly lightweight and easy to work with. Get up there and explain how you take the scraps that cuts off.
Who am I talking to? Everybody?
Camera. Doesn't make sense. Address the camera.
Here's Jason's creations. I have my little shop in the back, and I take Dad's little scraps from his ends and make different stuff like a turtle. That's an oak turtle.
Where do you get your pattern?
And then there's butterflies. And I get a lot of my patterns from books that Dad sells, and I have this one book that Grandpa gave me. And I use a lot of patterns out of that book. I really like that book. You can use letters, anything, and there's a variety of animals, and today was my first sale that I ever had. So
Great.
and this lady might come back and she wants a couple horses cut out, so I might do that for her. So other than that, I might go to craft shows and craft stores and see if they want anything, and I might market some of my stuff.
Great.
Now moving back a little bit farther here, this is our work area. This is where I do most of my ripping. Over here I do most of my cross cutting, and then I do odd projects along the way, and I have most of my tools off to the side there.
Oh, it's good. You got a lot of this out of your garage, huh?
Yeah, this is great.
That I'm going to show.
Now, this here is utterly ridiculous, but Jason decided to carve it anyway. We move down on the far side here, and a lot of the wood over here is what they call alder, which is used a lot for backings on cabinets. It's fairly even grained, it's lightweight wood, and it's very abundant, and it's fairly inexpensive, so it's used a lot of time in backings. And I carry some clear Doug fir, and then also some clear heart redwood. For those that want to have the ultimate in redwood decking or a redwood picnic table, it has all heartwood in there. There's no sapwood, just the white stuff. So you pay the premium dollar for the clear stuff like this.
Great.
Disco dugout.
Otherwise known as
This is Jason's
Jason's
Creations
pit.
Corner. This is Jason's corner back here. This is where he does all his wood carvings and cutouts. This is one of Jason's projects that he did in 8th grade. You know, a train set of bookends. It's all out of walnut, alder, and Wengay wood. Really, he won 2nd place for this at the fair.
great.
So he did
Was that an original idea, or you got?
We found it.
No,
in
this
a
was
book,
taken out of one of the
Pattern?
books.
but we changed a bunch. Changed some of it. Hung there.
Well, we used a few different, you know, woods, and then we also added like tracks, you know, some brass tracks, and so we kind of deviated from the original design.
There's a football player
Hey,
There's Mickey.
and a football player.
great.
His work. So he was making a little ring and a dowel and doing all kinds of cuttings.
My first Jason creation I ever cut out by myself.
There's
Finger joint.
there's a finger joint, you know, where it's real tight.
Yeah.
After just completing a successful tour out here of the Woodshed, we're now sitting down to have a Michelob dry. Quench our thirst after a hard day's work. Joining me now
Yeah,
is,
we came, we saw the woodshed, now it's Miller time, because we don't have any Miller, but we got Michelob, right?
Michelob.
Only trouble is, there's a bottle, but it's not in front of me. And I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than in front of lobotomy. So let me come over there and join you guys.
Hey.
How'd you
Glad
do
you
it?
could join us.
Yeah, I'm not even tired.
Oh, let's toast to that quick run
Yeah.
across there.
Well, here's to Allen's Woodshed.
Yeah, all of us have success.
It's great.
Super.
It's a great woodshed, isn't it? Great place, really. It's neat, I like this office here. That's a good wood in here.
This is it's what they call blue pine. You know, where it's all like a blue gray.
Yeah.
It comes from a fungus on the tree. In fact, there's people that want that stuff, you know, when they're building furniture pieces because it's so distinctive. You know, that's where it was the color.
There's so much.
Oh, I think we'll sell your piece.
You know who wants it? Is Rick Smith. That's
Wow.
all. If you don't take it now, I'm buying it from your day. He loves that piece. It's so clear too. That's my piece that you gave it to me when that shit came in.
Oh my god! Hello, people! You touched me. Hello, bugger people! They're the
Come
bugger
here,
people!
hold on.
Whoa.
Come here. I thought of a new way you can do it. It's
No,
fun.
I don't want to do anything.
It's more fun.
No.
Yes.
We'll try it on Stephanie first.
I just did.
You just did it. We'll do it again.
Okay.
So I can...
I'm just gonna do both of this.
Ow! What? Where are you going?
She's leaving. She's leaving you guys here for another 2 weeks.
You're gonna take a shower? I already did. Where are you going? Nowhere. Oh. Oh gosh. Wait. Gosh, you're splashing yourself.
Ready?
Right. No, I don't want to do it. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. He doesn't do anything.
I don't touch you.
He
You
doesn't
rely
touch
on
you
me.
at all.
I don't touch you. I have to go like this and keep my breath.
He doesn't do.
You can let go anytime, but you'll have fun. You'll want to do it over
Okay,
and over.
don't overlink it.
I want to just get used to it. Hold on tight. This is the wild, this ride.